Hey, back again. This is round 2 of my intentions to bring you this stretcher, which is about increasing wrist strength. As I just was given that question the other day, how do I improve my wrist strength so that I can hold more weight or lift more weight as I have skinnier wrists or I have ectomorph wrists and I just cannot weight bear with my wrist, either doing push-ups or holding weight for an extensive period of time. But before you get there, you gotta know who I am. And I'm your stretcher host with this wrist edition, Jesse Swear. Nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, Silver Sneaker Flex instructor. And you can find out more about me by visiting my website at www.jesseswear.com. Now, if you've never been on this journey with me, Phone to 5 minutes you have worldwide across the globe, Silver Sneaker members, new members, YouTube subscribers, and those Facebook live streamers. These are short clips to get you to the next level in your exercise journey, no matter if you have arthritis or you're just trying to improve upon strength or you're trying to be able to lift a little heavier and get maximized gains instead of having the atrophy, getting the hypertrophy as well. So again, a few things before we get started. If you have any lightheadedness, pain, dizziness, discomfort, or fatigue, hit the pause button. The other thing that you want to do is we have to go over the virtual 5. So you should always consult with your physician before engaging in any physical activity program. By participating in this online exercise with me, you assume all dangers, hazards, risks of such participation. Exercises demonstrated by the instructor on this online class can be demanding. If you're unable to safely perform these exercises, please modify them or choose a different exercise because you're going to be refining it today. Refine not just that grind, but that ability to hold those wrists a little bit longer through those weights, and you're going to get maximized gains. I'm excited for you, and you should be excited for yourself as well. Plus, it's going to help with some arthritis, carpal tunnel, shoulder discomfort, many different things as we show you not only an empty grip, but an offset grip as well when you're doing certain exercises. The other thing is, too, really important though, I can't see you, I can't hear you, so please pay attention to your form, pay attention to mechanics, make sure you are sitting up on the edge of the chair. If you're in a chair, if you're standing, make sure you anchor your feet and toes over knees, knees over hips, hips over shoulders, tucking the belly again, tucking the tailbone. Elongate, lengthen that spine. You're going to pull those shoulders back, chest is going to be out, and those ears are going to be over those shoulders, relaxing those shoulders. Now, I'm in a vehicle, and you might be in the office, or you might be at home, or you might be laying on your couch or in your bed in different positions. So you want to get yourself in a good position with the chest out and the shoulders up, back, and down, because you're going to get the most out of that, and it's going to take some of that strain off the shoulders. And again, we want to put the strain on the wrist and on that grip so that you get strength and maximize that strength and the ability as well. So 3, you want to breathe. I just went a long time without breathing. 4, rate of perceived exertion is a 1 through 3 scale, 3 being the low, 3 being the high, 1 being the low, 2 being in the middle. Again, this heat out here, as you can tell, I'm outside. It is a little muggy as I deliver this. I initially tried to do this class with the car off, but I started sweating, so I had to turn the car back on because the phone wasn't operating right because it got so hot. Hopefully we get it through here, and second try here is a charm. And then you get to number 5, hydrate, the empty bottle, and then the full bottle. I have a full bottle and an empty bottle because I've been drinking all day, because last night I got a cramp in my calf. So I can tell I'm a little dehydrated, so we want to drink up. You want to drink up out there as well and maximize that so that you can maximize your potential. So here we go. We're going to start with 3 different grips. You got a neutral grip, you got a pronated grip, and then you got the supine grip. Now, whatever you do on one side, which is the right side, you want to do on that left side. You can do them bilateral, so they're not unilateral. You want to practice that. So what we're going to start with that hammer grip or that neutral grip, kind of like you would have that steering wheel driving. Your hands are going to be up, thumbs are going to be up, you're hitching a ride, and you have this right hand. So I'm going to support that right hand with my left hand. I'm going to be sitting again in the edge of the chair, and I'm just going to extend it back, and then I'm going to flex forward. Now, what are you saying, Jesse? Do you keep your palms open? Do you keep your fist nice and tight? Well, in this particular case, because we're trying to improve not only grip strength, but wrist function, we want to be able to squeeze that fist and go forward. So you're trying to engage the brachioradialis, which is in that forearm, and those wrist muscles at the same time while taking tension off the shoulder. So you're just trying to flip it through, and you should feel the forearm and those muscles activating as you squeeze that fist. Now, it's up to you how many times you want to do this, but I would suggest you're just going forward and you're flexing forward 10 to 20 times on each side. So let's do 2 more. And then whatever you do again, that right side, you want to go to that left side. Now I'm anchoring that elbow into that rib cage. And now I'm going to grab with my right hand. I'm going to support my left hand and I'm going to squeeze that fist or keep it wide. You can do the Karate Kid and you're going to feel, again, probably more forearm activation. But when you squeeze that fist and go forward, you're not going to feel probably as much forearm activation because that wrist, you're strengthening that wrist. So the wrist is taking some of the pressure off that forearm. Now, if you open up that hand, you're going to feel the forearm doing more work. So again, it all depends on what you're trying to strengthen. You're trying to strengthen your forearms or you're trying to strengthen your grip strength. If you're trying to do both, then you want to squeeze and go forward. If you're just trying to strengthen that forearm, then let your hand fly like the Karate Kid and you're chopping away. Now that's one way. That's your neutral way. 10 to 20, left side, 10 to 20 on the right side, vice versa, or doing both at the same time. So then the other way would be in the pronated. So again, I'm in my vehicle, so it's really hard to show you in the pronated, but palm would be down and you're going to, there you go, right? Up and down. So you're flexing down, extend up, flex down, extend up, or keep that palms wide open and go up and down. And you're not going to feel much of that at all on that forearm. Now, once you start squeezing, you're going to feel that forearm get a little more activated. And when you keep open, you're just going to really focus on the wrist strength. So again, another way to do it, and it's a little different from the opposite way. So when you squeeze your forearm before, right, in the neutral position, or you go to the opposite side where we go to that left side now, and you're going to be in that pronated position, and you're going to keep them open, where you're just going to really work on the wrist. Wrist is really just taking all of the pressure right now. Or if you squeeze, right, work on that grip strength, you're going to feel the forearm get a little more activated. So every time you squeeze, right, in this pronated way, you're going to feel that forearm, that brachioradialis, get a little more motivated, a little more activated, and you're going to increase size in the forearm region. Keep the palm open, and you're going to work that wrist a little bit more, and you're going to create a little more pliability so that it can contract and relax. The other one, the third one, and the final one is the supine position. Again, so I have to really try to twist my body and turn it, is you're going to just put the palm out, right? And that's all the flexion I can do, right? Or the extension, I should say. That's all the extension I can do is serving. And then this would be your flexion come back. And again, I really feel this more in that wrist as I extend and flex, and it changes each direction. This is the supine position. Now, if I squeeze the hand, I want to really feel that more in that wrist. And the supine position, and do an exercise like this, it works more in the internal section of the forearm, besides, and not necessarily what I say instead of besides, not the backside of your forearm. So it's going to get more of that inside part of that forearm and the wrist on both ways. And then you want to do the other side as well, which would be my left side. Again, 10 to 20 times. You can do it open palm. And now you will feel right through here, as you go down and you extend it, you will feel that forearm get activated. And then when you come up, you're going to hit that wrist. And as you go down, you're going to feel more activation in the forearm, in the extension aspect than in the flexion aspect. So that forearm is going to get a little more activated when you extend. Now, when you squeeze, you're going to feel it, but you're probably going to feel the activation, or you can really center in on that activation in the supine position when you extend out instead of flexing. Flexing is going to work again internally. When you extend out, you're going to feel the back right through here, that brachioradialis, that muscle right here. You're going to feel that get activated. It's going to get extended. It's going to get, what would I say, the blood flowing to that and rushing to it. It's going to get that muscle energized in that supine position. You're going to actually feel the tension there, and that's what you want. You want to get that brachioradialis activated, you want to get it engaged, you want to get it contracted, but you also want to be able to relax it as well through the different motions, either through the flexion or the extension, neutral position, pronated position, or supine position. They're all important to do because each one impacts the wrist differently. And then the other thing you can do is you can do an offset grip or even a monkey grip when you do, which would be empty grip. The offset grip would be your monkey grip or an empty grip when you're doing exercises as well. And you'll have to wait for that because we'll bring that back to you another time, another day, and another stretcher. This was the wrist stretcher. You can do them unilaterally, you can do them bilaterally, or you can just do neutral position, supine position, or pronated position. However you want to do it, try to incorporate that. You can incorporate that with weights, or you can just incorporate that standalone by yourself without any weights, and you still can get some activation in those wrists and some strengthening as well. So for all those Silver Sneaker members out there, this one's for you. For all those pro aging individuals out there, this one's for you as well. And for all those that might be having some difficulty with just grip strength or wrist strength, this one's for you as well. Peace, my friends. Not go and sleep, but go and have a great day.